welcome back to your #1 stop for PSO2 New Genesis information, news, and other how-to that is all around MMOs and fantasy thought. And today we are here to discuss the giant update that is coming, or more so one specific part of it. You know, we have a whole bunch with Bouncer, the new trigger quests, and a whole bunch of stuff there. But today we're going to discuss mission passes and why this is somewhat important, as well as what you need to know about it, at least from what we know as of now, coming into a new Genesis. So before we hop into all that type of stuff, if you find that video helpful or enjoyment, make sure to thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, hit all the bells, and should be awesome. So with that, let's go ahead, let's jump into this, and let's go ahead and discuss mission passes. So starting off with the mission pass, a few things to keep in mind here with this. These are a event that happen up to roughly about 30 days, maybe a day or two extra, depending on the layout of the months. As you can tell from the preview up in the far right, you can see when it's going to a file. In the case of that preview, it's going to be a filing on the 10th of November. After that, we will see, but more likely, roughly in that same time frame, but a month later at how long you got to collect the items. So, the pass itself is broken up into two parts. The fourth one being the very top pass, or is of course with the free-to-play players that you will just do by playing the game, which we will go in more detail about that in a bit. And then we have the bottom track that is tied to the premium side, also known as In Mission Go Pass. This is of course a pass you're going to be able to purchase with hopefully Star Gem, because in bait PSO2, Star Gems is what we use to get our hands on this. But at the time of that video, we don't have any information for pricing, for will it be Star Gem, will it be AC. But more than likely, since it's pretty much one-to-one with bait PSO2, it's probably going to be Star Gems here. And also another thing about that at the time of that video is of course on Season 1 of the Mission Pass, everybody going to get a free pass, so you can actually take part in the paid version and the free version as well. Since if you sign up for premium or you have one of the passes, you will be able to get items from both versions, the free and the paid one. But let's go ahead, let's break all that down and give a little more detail on all this. So the pass itself is very similar to pretty much any mission pass or battle pass or any type of pass you have seen in other games, such as like Fortnite, Destiny, whatever it might be. It's very similar. So they will be on, like I said, a month time limit. The free-to-play player will only have the top. The paid player will have the bottom. The bottom will indeed give you more items. Not only are you going to get new cosmetics and the possibility of auto cosmetics as well, you will be also be getting yourself items such as revivals or affiliate bonuses and stuff like that, as well as augments. And at the time of the video anyway, also going to be the only way to get your hands on the free passes to actually put items up on the player shop, since that is locked behind premium. And it will be a great way to get them items right along with other stuff such as quarter changes, crafting item. Pretty much all the items that in PSO, every category pretty much going to be listed here for the most part. Just know if you do pay, of course you're going to get a lot more. And on top of that, you're also going to get some of the maxed up and all that jazz. But the thing is about that, to actually take part in it, not only will you have to use one of the passes to unlock it, you will then have broken up into your daily, weekly, and limited time missions that will reset every week. If it were like bait PSO, the limited time should be a weekly heal. And these will be brand new quests added to the game, or maybe some repeat some older ones, such as kill X number of enemies, farm so much stuff, you know, the drill at that point. Pretty much the same thing you have seen in your weeklies and dailies already. But this time, instead of just getting the currency or the money like we have up to that point, you will also be giving star points. These points are the currency we're going to use to actually unlock each of the stages inside the pass. So every block, or I guess every one line on the tray, will be tied to collecting 10 of the points. Each of the quests will give this an amount. You will have some that will probably give you only 1. You have other that will give you 8 or 9 points. So ideally, the main draw here is by doing weekly, dailies, and limited times, you will then unlock more points, which will unlock more item for you for that week. And then when the next week will around, which will be on Wednesday, more than likely at 3 a.m. or 7 a.m., since that seemed to be the reset time for a lot of stuff in PSO2 New Genesis, we will get brand new quests at the beginning of that week, and then you can unlock any photo into the mission pass as a whole here. We also have a option here for anybody who have an item that is on the pass and you don't want to do the quests, you don't want to, grind these out to actually get any. Grinding them out won't be difficult by any means, if it anything that we have always seen, or going by bait PSO mission pack anyway. You can just go ahead and just bypass all of that, and by using star gems on the free or the paid version, it doesn't matter because each line is connected here. You can just pay X amount of star gems to just skip forward, and in return, if you really wanted to, and you have the mission pack, not only could you spend star gems to unlock it, you could just pay star gems and, pretty much level it completely out for months and call it a day. Which is useful for people who just don't want to deal with it, or for people who only have like a day or two left and haven't had a chance to actually get more of that currency. You can just do star gems and just get forward and unlock all the stuff so you don't miss out on anything. The thing will be is, once again, pricing is up in the L, because in bait PSO to unlock this, that was $10 in star gems, which will probably be roughly about the same here. And every time you wanted to skip a line in the past, it was, if I remember correctly, I believe it was 30 star gems, which was like $1.10-ish in real currency. But once again, we do not know if they're going to work the same way as far as that is concerned. For all we know, it might be AC type. We will see when the time comes. But nonetheless, the thing is about it though, that will come in handy for the free-to-play player, especially if you join in on the mission pack on Season 1, is of course, as you complete the passes, you will receive star gem back. So in return, you will spend your star gem or whatever, if it is AC or any other currency to unlock that. Either way, you will spend that to unlock the season, or get it for free if you play in day 1. And as you complete the pass, you will get your money back. So ideally, if you are a free-to-play player, I highly recommend getting on PSO that coming Wednesday after this update go live. Complete your mission pass and try to complete it for the foreseeable future every single month. Because as long as you complete it, you can pretty much just do that forever for free and not have to spend any money on the mission pass. And if we keep the star gem system, then you can also go back to bait PSO and farm up star gem to pay for this yourself, so you won't have to actually spend money out of pocket. Hopefully that will still stay the case, but we will see come Wednesday. And on Wednesday, expect me to have a full breakdown video of everything that actually in the pass and everything you need to do it. So look forward to that video. So make sure you do thumbs up, subscribe, and all that jazz so you don't miss out on that on Wednesday. But nonetheless, that is pretty much everything that is tied to the mission pass, at least from what we know as of now. Hopefully I'm correct, and all this stuff will be identical to PSO2 bait game. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but keep in mind one or two things might be a little distant here once we actually get our hands on this after the update. But I would say I'm about 99% sure that this is just what it's going to be. Because as we have seen in New Genesis, it seemed like the majority of stuff that slowly migrates over pretty much doesn't change all that much from bait PSO2. But nonetheless, like I said, I will have a video on Wednesday going over any more details and whatnot for it. But hopefully you have found it helpful in one way, shape, or form. Once again, do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you don't miss any of my videos. Also, be sure to hit that wonderful join button below if you want to support the channel, or by heading on over to patreon.com/Macon. And with that, that will do it for me. Also, don't forget, if you're watching this video in October, I am in the middle of my giant Halloween marathon that is pretty much 24/7 Halloween games here on YouTube, as well as over on twitch.tv/TroyMacon. Links in the description for all that stuff, and I will be streaming the launch of all this here on YouTube at roughly 3 a.m. Central on a Wednesday or tomorrow. Once again, if you want the video when it go live. So hopefully everything will go good with the maintenance, and if so, I will be live the second the show will go live, and we'll be checking out New Genesis with all the new content throughout the rest of the day, and probably from that day or two afterwards as well. So with that, that will do it for me, and I will go ahead and see you all in the comments. Also, by the way, my farting effects. Can you tell? I no longer live in a box. I'm so happy. I can move. Look at me. I can move around. I almost put my camera. I think it's time for me to go. Bye.